Hello, in today's video we will be testing Tidal Shadow. First we'll test how its passive works, then we'll give this weapon to the free characters and compare damage with other free-to-play weapons. Is Tidal Shadow is the best free-to-play claymore? Let's find out. Fontaine Craftable Weapons. But this time we are going for the Claymore. And I think this Claymore is one of the best craftable weapons in the game. And not only that, I think this is one of the best free-to-play weapons overall. Yes, this weapon has downsides and we will talk about them later, but overall stats and passive of this weapon are very good. And the first thing that I want to talk about is the free-to-play Claymore problem. Yes, we have a lot of good free-to-play Claymores in the game, but the main problem, they are not universal. As example, Wineblight is insanely good weapon, but it's only for the defense scaling characters. Another weapon is the Rain Slasher, and Rain Slasher can be insanely good if you can utilize what this weapon is offering. First of all, you need to play reaction-based team because of elemental mastery substat. Second, your opponent need to be affected by Hydra or Electro. If you play long enough, you probably have luxurious Sealer, but this weapon affects only burst damage. Melee Flower is a little bit more universal than Rain Slasher, but still needs to be played in reaction-based team or needs elemental mastery scaling. Favonius and Sacrificial Greatsword. Yes, these weapons are good, but they designed for the support characters and not affecting your damage. For the physical teams, we have weapon from the Dragon Spine. And the main problem of this weapon is it has almost unusable passive. These passives that deal physical damage are not adding a lot of DPS, even in physical teams. And for the Bell, you know, it's Bell. For other craftable weapons, prototype archaic, and again useless physical passive. It's like worse version of the weapon that we are trying today. About Inazuma Claymore, I think we still don't have good user for this weapon. About Sumeru Craftable Weapon, it's designed for the support characters. This weapon has his own problems, but this video is not about this weapon. Let's go for our main guest, and the Tidal Shadow is designed for the main DPS or sub-DPS characters. Let's quickly talk about stats. We have standard base attack and standard attack percentage multiplier. And for the passive we have attack buff again, 48%, and this one is huge. It's like having free Thrilling Tales buff in your team. Yes, this passive has conditions to activate, but for now it looks like better version of Prototype Archaic or free-to-play version of Wolf's Greystone. And the main big thing about this weapon is universal. And because of that, this weapon can be used on a lot of characters: Diluc, Chongyun, Beidou, Razor, and even if you want to try main DPS Sayu or Dori, you can use this weapon. And now let's move to testing. First, we need to test how this weapon passive works. After the wielder is killed, attack will be increased by 48% for 8 seconds. This can be triggered even when the character is not on the field. Basically it's point of life thing, but less restrictive. And the main question that we have here, can we activate passive if we have full HP? So right now we have 1600 attack. And let's test. Let's go to the Barbara, use her heal, let's give couple of seconds. And now we're going to start, and yeah, this is working, and this is very good. So we don't need to take damage, we don't need to lose HP. This was very important. This adds a lot of versatility to this weapon. And now let's talk about downsides of this weapon. There is one character in this game that's so overpowered that when MiHoYo releases new thing, they need to balance it around his existence. Of course, we're talking about Bennett, and they decided to make this weapon only half working with him. To make Bennett heal, you need to be under 70% HP, and with full health you cannot activate the passive. Of course, you can face tank everything and take the damage in the fight, and everything will work, but it wouldn't be as consistent as you want it to be. And this is really unfortunate. And now let's go for the testing and comparison. And I want to test this weapon on 3 characters: Physical Razor, Top DPS Beidou, and Main DPS Diluc. We'll start with Physical Razor because I had problems to find free-to-play weapon for him. Luckily I have Serpent Spine, and most of the time I was using Serpent Spine. And we're going with free-to-play version on Physical Razor with Yunjin, Mika, and Rosaria. For artifact sets, Razor will use double physical damage bonus, his Constellation 6 with talents H, 11 and 11. For the stats we have 1800 attack, 64 144 crit ratio. Yunjin will use Favonius Lance with full husk set, and she is Constellation 4. Mika will go with Favonius Lance 2, artifact set full Noblesse Oblige, and Constellation 6. And very important, he will activate weapons passive. He is healing no matter how much HP our character have. Rosaria will go with the catch, artifacts double blizzard, double noblesse, and constellation 6 for physical resistance decrease. Unfortunately, Cryo Resonance adding 0 value to this team because we wouldn't able to keep Cryo on the opponent. And let's see the performance of this team. So starting with Rosaria's skill, Rosaria's burst, Mika burst, Mika skill, Yunjin skill, Yunjin burst, going to Razor, using his skill, using burst, starting normal attack 31, last hit 40. 40,000 last hit, another 40,000, nice. So we will be measuring last hit of our normal attack stream. Unfortunately, we wasn't able to one cycle the boss, but we was really close. But I still think this was really good performance for free-to-play Razor with medium investments. And now for the competitor. Why I had problems to make free-to-play physical Razor? Because I don't want it to level up this weapon. Passives that just bring random physical damage to the team are not adding great value. And I wasn't convinced to level up this weapon only because of physical damage bonus. We still need to make comparison, so let's compare it to Skyward Pride. I think it's not fair for Skyward Pride, but let's see on the damage difference. So let's go. Starting with Rosaria, then going to Mika, then Yunjin, then Razor skill, Razor's burst, starting normal attacks, and the last hit 36k. Yes, Skyward Pride is not keeping up. So let's make as much damage as we can. Actually we have almost the same HP on the boss. Probably all the crits, RNG or other stuff. And of course Tidal Shadow was better, and Tidal Shadow would be better than physical weapon from the Dragon Spy. And right now if I want to make free-to-play physical Razor video, I will have weapon for that. I'm very satisfied with Tidal Shadow performance in this team. And now we are moving for the Beidou testing, and we will test her as a sub DPS in Kitsin free-to-play aggravate team. Beidou will use full emblem set, she's Constellation 6, talents 2, 11, 11, for the stats we have 1400 attack, 69 elemental mastery, 64, 141 crit ratio and 181 energy recharge. Yao Yao will be here as the passive activator, and she will use Kita-in Crossspear as the weapon, artifacts full tenacity, Constellation 6. Kirara will go with Sapwood Blade, artifact set double HP, Constellation 0, and Kirara mainly here to activate Dendro Resonance. And both of the resonance will be really helpful in this team. Electro Resonance will help Beidou to recover her energy, and Dendro Resonance will increase her elemental mastery for more aggravate damage. And the main DPS in this team will be Kitsin. For the weapon she will be using Lion's Roar, artifacts full Thundering Fury, Constellation 4, yes, this is not free to play, talents 9, 8 and 12, but we wouldn't measure her damage. We are here to test Beidou as the sub DPS. Because it's really hard to track her damage in the full rotation, we will go against Masanori and we will finish his first phase with only Beidou. So let's see how this will go. Applying Electro, Kirar burst, Kirar skill, Yao Yao skill, firing with Beidou, going for burst, 16 on activation. And how much damage we are doing? 9,000! 9,600 when we are not aggravating, and 16,000 when we are aggravating. And now let's finish him with full rotation. Alright, Kirara, Yao Yao, Beidou skill, Beidou's burst, going to Kitsin, skill, couple of charges, Kitsin's burst, and another Kitsin skill would be enough, yes? Yes, nice. And now for the other free-to-play weapon, and we will be using Sea Lord. I was previously using Sea Lord on the Beidou a lot. When you use Beidou as a sub DPS, her main source of damage is burst, and this weapon increasing burst damage by 24%. Let's see how Tuna will perform. So starting with applying Electric, Kirara, Yao Yao, Parry, using Beidou's burst, starting attacks. Please stop blocking, please don't block, so. HT 700 when we are not aggravating, and 15,900 when we are aggravating. So let's go full rotation and finish him. So Kirara, Yao Yao's skill, Beidou's parry, Beidou's burst, going to Kitsin, using couple of charge attacks, Kitsin skill again, Kitsin's burst, and another Kitsin skill will be enough. Nice. And here damage difference is not that high, 900 more for the normal hits and only 100 more for the aggravates. Aggravates prefer more elemental mastery, and Sea Lord passive can increase aggravate damage too. But don't forget about parry and other Beidou passives, and they don't count as elemental burst damage. And that's why I'm saying that Tidal Shadow is a better free-to-play weapon for Beidou. Now we are moving to the free-to-play vaporized Diluc. For artifacts, Diluc will use full Crimson Witch of Flames, and with Tidal Shadow we will use Elemental Mastery Sense. He is Constellation 1 with the talents H, H and H. For the stats we have 1800 attack, 231 Elemental Mastery, 67 160 H crit ratio. An interesting thing about Sucrose in this team, she will be our passive activator. We will use Prototype Ember so she can heal us even though we have full HP. For artifacts, of course, she will use full VV set, Bennett will go with Skyward Blade and full Noblesse Oblige set, and Xingqiu will go with Sacrificial Sword and double Noblesse Oblige, double Heart of Death. And now let's see at performance of this team, starting with Bennett's skill, Bennett's burst, Sucrose skill, Sucrose burst, Xingqiu skill, burst, another skill, going to Diluc and using his burst, 99,000. First Diluc skill 45k, second Diluc skill 45 and last skill 46k. Let's finish them, couple of normals and this would be enough, pretty nice performance. Now we are moving for other free-to-play competitor, and this would be Rain Slasher, and I think Tidal Shadow doesn't have any chance here. Because if you can fully utilize Rain Slasher, this weapon can be really good. Of course, on artifacts we are changing Elemental Mastery Sense for the attack percentage one, and in this team Sucrose will go with Sacrificial Fragments for more Elemental Mastery buff. We don't need Prototype Ember here. Let's see how much damage we'll be doing. So Bennett, Sucrose to swim, Xingqiu skill, burst, another skill, Diluc's burst, 105, first skill 40 HK, second skill doesn't crit, and last skill 49k. Let's finish them with couple of normals, 1, 2, 3, and yes, they're done, nice. And as expected, Rain Slasher performed better in this team. But let's remember that our normal hit that wasn't Wave was doing more damage with Tidal Shadow, so difference in DPS is not high that you think. But anyways, Rain Slasher still is the best free-to-play weapon for the Vaporized Diluc. Even though it finished second right now on the screen, it's because of the crit rate RNG. But DPS-wise, Tidal Shadow was really close. Conclusion. I think Tidal Shadow is very good addition to the game. It performed really well in every scenario that we've tested today. And this versatility makes this weapon one of the best free-to-play claymores in the game. It wouldn't be a mistake if you want to craft this weapon on your account. And thank you for the watching, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video.